So first Memphis, then Nashville. That begs the question, what about Knoxville? Well, just yesterday, Mayor India Kincannon spoke about masks during a Facebook Live event. And just to be clear, Knoxville is not requiring them at this point, but masks are certainly on the mayor's mind.
This is a big concern, and I'm considering all options to keep the people of Knoxville safe and healthy. And I've been very upfront about the importance of wearing a mask. I think everyone should be wearing a mask inside public spaces and in places where physical distancing is not possible.
So all options are on the table. Now, as soon as we heard about Nashville, we also reached out to the county health department and Mayor Jacobs' office, and we are waiting to hear back from the health department and Mayor Jacobs' office as well. Matter of fact, the office says Health Department Director Martha Buchanan makes decisions on guidelines based on guidance from the Board of Health. And it's worth pointing out that this all comes as Knox County has registered spikes in case counts, so much so that we're back to a couple of red lights now on the reopening benchmarks. Matter of fact, just today, Knox County hit a new high for active cases, 197, more than 800 overall. With all this in mind, we sent WATE 6 on Your Side reporter Jordan Brown out to talk to people about masks, mandatory, voluntary, and how they're feeling about the pandemic.
Mask on or off, the choice has been yours, but not anymore for residents in Davidson County. A new declaration passed Friday says if you can't social distance, you must wear a mask.
COVID's not gone. Just be careful.
The Metro Board of Health voting Friday to mandate masks in public in Davidson County, both indoors and outdoors. Some residents in Knoxville saying they wouldn't mind if similar rules were established in their county.
I think it would be a very wise decision. I think it would help curtail the number of cases dramatically. It's a very small gesture that we could do that would reduce the cases and help promote safety for everyone.
I would completely understand, and it wouldn't really bother me. I probably should be wearing a mask right now, I'll be honest.
Others say they don't mind wearing a mask sometimes, but they like having the option to choose.
Well, I'd rather not. I'd still rather be somewhat choice where, depending on where I'm at, if I'm outdoors like we are here in Market Square, I feel with the air and, trying to keep away from people as you're walking around is fine.
But Lonnie Empey, visiting from Las Vegas, already lives in a state where masks are required in public. He says he doesn't think a mask alone will protect you from the virus.
One of the things we enjoy about coming to Tennessee is we don't have to wear the mask. For me, it's one of those things I don't really agree with, only because I think the mask is a false sense of security. I think social distancing helps. I think washing your hands is absolutely imperative to stop any infection, including the flu.
To mask or not to mask, for now, the choice is still yours. In Knoxville, Jordan Brown, WATE 6 on Your Side.
All right, Jordan, thank you. Now, something we'll be watching next week, the County Board of Health meeting slated for Wednesday. Remember, it's that board which makes decisions about the next step in reopening guidance. And earlier in the month, the board decided to move over to the state government's Tennessee Pledge, a move set to take effect at the start of July.